My grandfather lived on the busiest street in Unit 2. Back then, it was called Pelican Drive. His house was right across the street from the local shopping center. And one of my earliest memories is standing in my grandfather's front yard, staring at the local taxi. Unit 2 had one taxi, an old American sedan. Back then, few people had cars. Public transport consisted of that one taxi and the inner circle bus service, which ran through units 321 and Merebank. Limiting our movement was another of Apartheid's greatest hits. If we were confined geographically to townships after dark, we posed less of a threat to the white city dwellers. It was even listed on tourism reels sent to other countries to attract visitors. As a result, our public transport system was severely lacking. When apartheid ended and we could travel anywhere, anytime we wanted, we did. Entire parts of our country that were previously kept from us suddenly opened, but we had no way to get there. In the absence of any formal public transport development plan, private enterprise filled that vacuum. Anyone who could pull or pool the money together invested in a minibus taxi. The private taxi industry exploded. It was the future. But the market was unregulated. Standards evolved on the fly. It was the Wild West of public transport. Due to the sudden flooding of minibus taxis on our roads, it became a buyer's market, and the average customer was spoilt for choice. Even my parents invested in a minibus for a little while, but cut their losses when they realized how competitive the market was. Taxi owners had to find a way to appeal to their customer base. In South Africa, that meant pumping out their rides. Do you know what 10 15-inch subwoofers sound like in an enclosed minivan? I do, and I have the hearing loss to prove it. Each taxi had its own name and every customization imaginable. Custom interiors, paint jobs, lighting systems, TVs, anything to stand out, be different, fulfill its purpose. You didn't just rock up in a taxi. You rolled in on a custom chariot, and the chariot drivers were loved and adored by all. They were celebrities rolling through the district, making change and breaking hearts. I remember the girls swooning when Feroz rolled by in his monikered chariot, the Fresh Prince. The honeymoon didn't last long. That loosey-goosey nature of the industry attracted questionable characters with even more questionable practices. Taxi ownership and operation became synonymous with a less desirable crowd. Crowds with ties to organized crime. And the lack of regulation enforcement meant horrendous crashes with a seemingly never-ending body count. What was once our savior became our national shame. Each of us with a more outlandishly terrifying experience to tell. Today, the taxi industry is still the lifeblood of the country, moving people along their daily journeys, seen by many as a necessary evil rather than an enabler. But, in reality, the relationship between the people and the system is truly symbiotic. Each benefits the other. This is the nature of our universe. It cares not for what fills the vacuum created by a need, only that the vacuum is filled.